Welcome to the channel Liberty Old Coin, where hidden stories turn into exciting discoveries and everyday moments can suddenly feel historic. Today is about 3 coin history and story curiosity. First up, take a deep breath and imagine holding a single object that has survived global uncertainty, economic pressure, and one of the most dramatic periods in modern history. That feeling of connection to the past is where today's journey truly begins. This video is about one coin only, a single USA 5-cent Liberty coin dated 1943 with a P mint mark. Just one coin, but a coin that carries weight far beyond its size, both historically and financially. The 1943 Liberty 5-cent coin was created during World War II, a time when the United States was under immense pressure to support the war effort. Metals were critical for weapons, ships, and military equipment, and even coinage had to adapt to serve the nation. Because of this urgency, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision. The traditional nickel composition was changed, and the 1943 Liberty 5-cent coin was struck using a special wartime alloy that included silver. This instantly gave the coin a unique identity and lasting appeal. The Philadelphia Mint marked this historic change by placing a large P mint mark above Monticello on the reverse. This was the first time in U.S. coin history that a P mint mark appeared on a circulating coin, making this issue especially significant. Collectors around the world recognized this coin as a symbol of sacrifice, innovation, and resilience. It represents a moment when even small objects were redesigned to support a much larger cause, and that story alone drives serious demand. What makes this coin so valuable is not just its age, but its composition, its mint mark, and its role in American wartime history. Silver content combined with historical importance creates a powerful combination that collectors actively seek. High-grade examples of the 1943 P Liberty 5-cent coin are especially desirable. Coins with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal wear can attract intense competition at auctions and private sales. Over time, this single coin has proven its strength in the collector market. As interest in World War II memorabilia continues to grow, coins from this era gain even more attention and respect. The Liberty design itself adds another layer of appeal. It reflects American ideals of freedom and endurance, values that were especially meaningful during the 1940s and remain powerful today. Serious collectors often look at this coin not just as a collectible, but as a long-term store of value. It bridges the gap between precious metal content and historical storytelling. In top-tier condition, the maximum value of a 1943 P Liberty 5-cent coin can reach several $1,000s, and exceptional specimens have been known to sell for over $10,000 when certified and preserved at the highest levels. That kind of price is not driven by hype alone. It is driven by scarcity in premium condition, deep historical roots, and steady global demand from collectors who understand what this coin represents. Owning this coin means owning a piece of wartime America. It is a reminder that history is not only found in museums, but sometimes in the palm of your hand. If you have this coin, or if you are thinking about acquiring one, you are looking at more than metal. You are looking at opportunity, heritage, and a collectible that continues to command respect. This is why the 1943 P Liberty 5-cent coin stands out as one of the most exciting wartime issues in U.S. numismatics, and why collectors remain motivated to secure the best examples they can find. Stay curious, keep searching, and never underestimate what a single coin can be worth when history, rarity, and demand all come together. Next coin, the coin you are holding, the 1944 5-cent LibertyNickel, also known as the 1944 P JeffersonNickel, carries with it a legacy of American resilience and numismatic intrigue. While the standard 1944 nickel was produced in vast numbers, this specific piece identified with a P mint mark for the Philadelphia Mint holds a special place in the collections of sharp-eyed coin hunters. Its story is deeply interwoven with the dramatic events of the Second World War, a time when the very composition of our coinage was altered for the war effort, creating a series of key errors and varieties that can command astonishing premiums today. The history of the 1944 nickel is a narrative of metal and patriotism. In 1942, the United States Mint removed nickel from the 5-cent piece to conserve the critical metal for armor and artillery production. From late 1942 through 1945, nickels were struck in a 35% silver alloy, making them the only silver nickels in U.S. history. These are distinguished by a large mint mark above Monticello's dome on the reverse. The standard 1944 P nickel is part of this historic silver series, a tangible piece of homefront sacrifice. However, the true legendary status of the 1944 nickel comes from a monumental mint error. During the chaotic transition to wartime alloys, a handful of 1944 nickels were mistakenly struck on the copper alloy planchets intended for pennies. These coins, known as the 1944 P. Jefferson nickel on a bronze planchet, are among the rarest and most desirable error coins in all of American numismatics. They are visually distinct, with a darker, reddish-gold appearance compared to the standard silver-gray color. The existence of such a coin defies the normal minting process and speaks to the intense pressure of the era. It is believed only a few examples escaped the Philadelphia Mint, making any genuine specimen a numismatic crown jewel. Owning such a piece is not just owning a coin. It is owning a profound mistake in American history, a silent artifact of a nation's industrial might stretch to its limits during a global conflict. Let us discuss the current value and future potential. A typical, circulated 1944 P silver nickel in average condition holds a modest premium over its melt value, often selling in the range of $1 to $2. However, this is merely the baseline, the starting point for a journey that can lead to a fortune. In mint state condition, a brilliantly preserved 1944 P nickel can command prices of $20 to $50 or more, appealing to collectors who seek perfection in their sets. The narrative transforms entirely when we discuss the famous error. A genuine 1944 P nickel struck on a bronze penny planchet is a certified six-figure treasure. The maximum value for such a coin is breathtaking. At public auction, these extraordinary errors have realized sums approaching and exceeding $200,000. The precise price depends on the coin's condition and provenance, but the ceiling is extraordinarily high, placing it in the realm of luxury assets and elite collections. The potential for this coin to be valuable in the future is not just high. It is virtually guaranteed for the premium specimens. Numismatic trends consistently show that rare, historic, and iconic coins appreciate over time, especially those with a compelling story. The 1944 P nickel, particularly its error varieties, has all these elements: wartime history, extreme rarity, and a dramatic minting anomaly. As wealth grows globally and collectibles are increasingly seen as solid alternative investments, the demand for such a storied piece will only intensify. Imagine the possibility that the nickel in your possession, perhaps inherited or found in an old collection, is not the common silver version, but the elusive bronze error. This is the dream that drives coin collecting. The first step is a careful examination. Look at the color. A reddish hue is the first clue. Weigh the coin. A bronze planchet will be noticeably heavier than the standard silver version. These simple checks could be the beginning of a life-changing discovery. Even if your coin is the standard silver alloy, its future value is poised for growth. High-grade examples certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC are experiencing steady demand. As more collectors complete sets of Jefferson nickels, the need for pristine examples from key dates, including the wartime series, continues to push values upward. A coin graded in perfect MS 67 condition could see its value multiply several times over in the coming decades. The 1944 P LibertyNickel represents a crossroads of history and hobby. It is a coin that can be held in the hand, feeling the weight of a world at war. For the advanced collector, securing an example in the highest grade possible is a strategic acquisition. For the new enthusiast, finding any 1944 P nickel is an accessible entry point into a fascinating segment of numismatics, with the ever-present, thrilling chance that it could be something far more significant. Consider the market dynamics at play. The supply of truly high-quality 1944 P nickels is finite. No more will ever be made. Every year, coins are lost, damaged, or permanently added to static collections, subtly constricting the available pool. Meanwhile, the number of collectors continues to expand, both domestically and internationally. This fundamental equation of shrinking supply and rising demand is a classic driver of increased value. Furthermore, The story of the wartime nickel is one that resonates deeply with American families. Many grandparents saved these coins, knowing they contained silver and represented a unique period. This generational connection ensures a lasting interest and emotional investment in the series, underpinning the market with stability and passion. It is not a fleeting trend, but an enduring chapter in the American saga. The maximum prize, the ultimate goal, remains the phenomenal 1944 P bronze era. For the individual who discovers one, it represents a windfall of monumental proportions. It is the numismatic equivalent of winning the lottery, but grounded in historical fact and tangible rarity. This possibility, however remote, adds an undeniable allure to every single 1944 nickel encountered. It encourages careful scrutiny and sparks excitement in the hobby. Do not underestimate the power of certification and professional grading. Submitting a promising 1944 P nickel to a respected grading service can exponentially increase its value and marketability. A coin encapsulated and graded by a top-tier service carries a guarantee of authenticity and a precise assessment of its condition, making it instantly liquid and desirable to a global audience of buyers. This step can turn a curious item into a solid financial asset. Looking ahead, the trajectory for this coin's value is decidedly positive. Economic uncertainties often drive investors toward tangible assets like rare coins. The 1944 P nickel, with its silver content and collectible merit, offers a unique hedge. It is both precious metal and numismatic treasure, providing a dual layer of value that can protect and grow wealth through various market conditions. Its historical importance immunizes it from the whims of fashion. For content creators and collectors alike, the 1944 nickel is a perfect subject. Its story is visual and dramatic, ideal for engaging an audience. Showing the difference between the standard silver coin and the bronze era, explaining the weight and color tests, creates compelling viewing. This educational content, in turn, fuels further interest in the hobby, bringing new participants into the market and strengthening the community that sustains these values. Second coin USA 1945 5-cent Liberty coin with the P mint mark stands as a powerful symbol of American history, resilience, and enduring value. This single coin represents the final chapter of wartime coinage in the United States and carries a story that continues to attract collectors worldwide. Minted in 1945, this Liberty 5-cent coin was produced as World War II was coming to an end. The nation was transitioning from years of global conflict toward hope, recovery, and renewed economic strength, and this coin was part of that historic moment. The reason this coin was created lies directly in wartime necessity. Traditional nickel metal was urgently needed for military equipment, so the U.S. Mint altered the composition of the 5-cent coin to include silver, giving the 1945 issue intrinsic value beyond its face amount. The Philadelphia Mint marked this special wartime composition with a prominent P mint mark above Monticello. This feature instantly sets the coin apart and makes it easily recognizable and highly desirable among collectors. Millions of people around the world actively want to buy this coin today. From seasoned numismatists to new collectors entering the market, demand remains strong because this coin connects history, silver content, and classic American design. The Liberty portrait on the obverse reflects strength and continuity, values that resonated deeply with Americans in 1945. Holding this coin feels like holding a moment when the country stood at the edge of a new era. What truly elevates the value of the 1945 P Liberty 5-cent coin is its historical timing. It marks the conclusion of wartime silver nickels, making it a symbolic end-of-era piece that collectors seek to complete their collections. The current value of this coin depends heavily on condition, but even average examples command strong prices due to silver content and collector interest. High-grade coins are where the excitement truly peaks. In well-preserved condition, this coin regularly sells for hundreds of dollars, and certified examples with sharp strikes and brilliant surfaces can reach into the thousands. At the very top of the market, exceptional specimens of the 1945 P Liberty 5-cent coin have achieved prices exceeding $8,000, especially when graded at elite levels by professional grading services. Collectors are motivated by more than just price. This coin tells a story of adaptation, sacrifice, and national determination, which adds emotional value that cannot be measured in numbers alone. The wartime alloy gives the coin a distinctive look and feel, subtly different from later nickels, further increasing its appeal among specialists who appreciate these details. Because this coin was widely circulated during a critical historical moment, finding examples in pristine condition is increasingly difficult, pushing competition higher each year. Many buyers view this coin as a long-term asset. As interest in World War II history grows, coins directly tied to that era continue to gain attention and respect. The market for Liberty 5-cent coins remains active and global. Auctions, private sales, and online platforms consistently show strong bidding activity for quality 1945p examples. This coin was built not just to facilitate commerce, but to serve a nation at war. That purpose gives it lasting meaning and elevates it beyond ordinary circulation coinage. For collectors, owning this coin feels like owning a closing chapter of wartime America, a tangible reminder of resilience and victory. The combination of silver content, historic importance, and iconic design ensures that this coin remains firmly positioned among the most sought-after mid-century U.S. coins. Whether discovered in a collection or acquired intentionally, the 1945p Liberty 5-cent coin continues to motivate buyers who recognize its lasting significance. This is why interest never fades, demand never disappears, and prices continue to reflect the powerful story behind this remarkable American coin.